Hey everyone, the Kansas City Chiefs are heading into Super Bowl 59 in New Orleans, chasing NFL history. Winning 3 consecutive Super Bowls isn't just a dream, it's a shot at immortality. But as the Chiefs prepare for their biggest challenge yet, another story is quietly unfolding behind the scenes. For a few key players, this could be their last dance. And if Kansas City pulls off the historic three-peat, it may just be the perfect way for them to say goodbye. Among the players who could be writing their final NFL chapter is running back Samaje Perine. After joining the Chiefs this offseason, Perine was expected to add depth behind Isaiah Pacheco. But things quickly went sideways. Early in the season, Pacheco went down with an injury, and Kansas City's run game struggled. Unfortunately, Perine's performance didn't spark the offense as hoped. With just 20 total carries for under 100 rushing yards and 28 receptions for 322 yards, it became clear that Perine's prime might be behind him. Instead of becoming a major piece in Kansas City's offensive scheme, he found himself splitting time and largely serving as a receiving back. While some teams could still see him as useful depth in passing situations, his future in the NFL is uncertain. Nearing 30 years old, Perine faces a question that many players dread. Does he have one more season in him, or is this the time to walk away? If the Chiefs manage to win their 3rd straight Super Bowl, the stage could be set for a perfect farewell. Retiring as a champion with one final ring on his finger would be a legendary exclamation point on his career. But it's not just about Perine. Several veterans on the roster facing contract decisions or declining performances may also see the Super Bowl as the pinnacle moment to leave on top. And with the weight of history on the line, no ending could be more fitting. The Chiefs have defied the odds before, and now they're on the verge of making NFL history again. But for players like Perine, this isn't just about the team's legacy. It could be their final chance to leave the game with a storybook ending. The Kansas City Chiefs are on the brink of history as they prepare for Super Bowl 59, aiming to become the first team ever to win 3 consecutive championships. However, their journey to this moment has been shaped by key storylines, from a redemption arc for running back Kareem Hunt to significant injuries affecting their roster and strategic offseason decisions looming on the horizon. Let's take a look at several new developments in Kansas City happening right now. First, a small favor. If you enjoy what we do, could you take a moment to click the like button? It's a great way to support us at no cost to you. Thanks a million for one former Chief. The road to redemption has come full circle. Running back Kareem Hunt, once a rising star in Kansas City, found himself cast out of the organization in 2018 after a disturbing incident involving an assault was caught on video. The Chiefs swiftly severed ties, citing his dishonesty about the situation. The NFL suspended Hunt for 8 games, and his career seemed uncertain. He eventually landed with the Cleveland Browns, where he played until 2022 before becoming a free agent. It wasn't until an unfortunate injury forced Kansas City to reconsider that Hunt found his way back. In week 2 of the 2024 season, starting running back Isaiah Pacheco suffered a fractured fibula, leaving the Chiefs desperate for reinforcements. Hunt, eager to prove himself once again, reached out directly to head coach Andy Reid. Kareem Hunt, called me, Reid said in a January 27th press conference. He just said he wanted to be here. I knew he had changed. After a brief exchange via text, Hunt was back in Kansas City, ready to contribute. Since rejoining the team, he has played in 15 games, including 2 playoff matchups, accumulating over 800 yards and 9 touchdowns. His return has proven to be a win-win, with the Chiefs benefiting from his skill set and Hunt earning the opportunity to play in his first ever Super Bowl. Injury concerns loom. As the Chiefs prepare for their championship showdown, injuries remain a key issue. While the team has been relatively healthy heading into the big game, wide receiver Sky Moore's availability remains in doubt. Moore, who has been on injured reserve with an abdominal injury since week 6, made his first return to practice in over 3 months on Friday. Although he participated on a limited basis, the likelihood of him suiting up for Super Bowl 59 remains low. Skyway Moore IR was limited in practice today, the Chiefs posted on X, formerly Twitter, signaling a positive but cautious update. Head coach Andy Reid had previously stated in December that he did not expect Moore or fellow wide receiver Rashee Rice to return this season. However, with the Super Bowl just days away, Moore's limited return to practice has sparked speculation. Even if he does not play, his potential return in the near future could provide an extra boost to Kansas City's offense beyond this championship run. Roster decisions. Beyond the Super Bowl, the Chiefs face critical roster decisions, particularly regarding standout offensive lineman Trey Smith. The first-time Pro Bowler has established himself as one of the premier guards in the league, ranking second in pass block win rate, 95.6% among guards over the past 4 seasons. With his rookie contract set to expire, the Chiefs are expected to offer Smith a massive extension to ensure his continued presence on the offensive line. ESPN's Dan Graziano projected a 5-year, $150 million deal with $65 million guaranteed, which would tie for first among guards in annual salary. While Kansas City currently has only $1 million in projected 2025 cap space, restructuring Patrick Mahomes' contract could free up an additional $39 million, making it feasible to retain Smith without jeopardizing their ability to address other key needs. Chiefs, eyeing offensive line upgrades. One of those needs could be at offensive tackle, a position where the Chiefs have struggled to find long-term stability. While they have invested in young talents like Wanya Morris and Kingsley Suamataia, Kansas City may not want to rely solely on developing players as they continue to chase championships. Given the importance of securing elite protection from Mahomes, ESPN's Jeremy Fowler has speculated that the Chiefs might pursue former Jacksonville Jaguars and Minnesota Vikings left tackle Cam Robinson in free agency. Robinson likely played his way above the $20 million per year threshold, with a recent precedent set by Garrett Ballers' 4-year, $82 million deal in Denver. Fowler noted that the Rams and Chiefs are among teams that could be looking for left tackle help, and a return to Minnesota isn't totally off the table after the Vikings traded for Robinson at midseason. The Jaguars originally traded the 29-year-old to the Vikings last season after Minnesota lost starting left tackle Christian Darrisaw to a season-ending injury. In return, Jacksonville received a conditional 4th or 5th round pick in 2026, along with a conditional 7th rounder. Now that both Darrisaw and Pro Bowl right tackle Brian O'Neill are set to return in 2025, the Vikings may not have a pressing need to re-sign Robinson unless they consider shifting him to guard, a position where he has played just 2 snaps at the professional level. With Robinson likely to test the open market, the Chiefs could emerge as serious contenders for his services. Investing in a proven left tackle would provide Mahomes with more stability in the pocket and ensure the team remains in prime position to continue its dominance in the AFC. What do you think? What do you think about the possibility of the Chiefs pursuing Cam Robinson in free agency? Would he be the right fit to solidify Kansas City's offensive line, or should the team focus on developing its young talent instead? Do you believe the Chiefs need to make a big move at left tackle to continue their dominance, or are there other areas they should prioritize? Let's go, Chiefs fans. We're just days away from the biggest game of the year, and we have a crucial injury update straight from Andy Reid and the team. Before we get started, hit that like button hard if you believe we have what it takes to win another Super Bowl. And if you can, drop a comment like, let's go Chiefs, let's go win another Super Bowl. All right, let's get this out of the way. The Chiefs are on the cusp of history. If they beat the Eagles, they'll become the first team ever to win 3 consecutive Super Bowls. But as we all know, staying healthy at this stage of the season is always a challenge. This year has tested Andy Reid like never before. The injuries have piled up. We've seen Hollywood Brown, Rashee Rice, Isaiah Pacheco, Chris Jones, and Jalen Watson missed time. But here's the good news. Patrick Mahomes and most of the Chiefs' key players are healthy at the perfect time. The latest injury report is out, and it looks promising. Mahomes, ankle, Brian Cook, quadriceps, Jawan Taylor, knee, and Jalen Watson, ankle, were all listed. But guess what? They were full participants in Friday's practice. That means they're good to go. The only real question mark is Skyway Moore, abdomen. He's listed as doubtful and was only a limited participant. That makes sense since he just came off IR. While he technically has a chance to play, it's unlikely we'll see him on the field in New Orleans. So, Chiefs fans, what do you think? With Mahomes and the team at full strength, can the Chiefs cement their dynasty with a three-peat? Here we go. Almost a week ago, the Chiefs defeated the Buffalo Bills in a hard-fought 32-29 victory, securing their ticket to Super Bowl 59. But as always, a game of this magnitude was not without its controversies. One of the most talked about moments came in the second quarter when Patrick Mahomes ran for a touchdown. This last-minute bombshell just came out. If you were worried about the Kansas City Chiefs defense for Super Bowl 55, you can breathe a sigh of relief. After days of uncertainty and speculation, we finally have an update on safety Brian Cook, and the news couldn't be better. Yes, Chiefs Kingdom, our guy is ready to play. Despite appearing on the injury report all week with a quadriceps issue, Cook practiced normally and shouldn't have any limitations when he steps onto the field to face the Philadelphia Eagles in the biggest game of the season. Since entering the league, Brian Cook has been establishing himself as an important name in the Chiefs' secondary. Fast, physical, and extremely intelligent, he has become an essential piece in the defense put together by defensive coordinator Steve Spagnuolo. His ability to read plays and assist with long passes has been crucial, especially against teams that rely on explosive receivers. Now, in Super Bowl 55, Cook will have one of the toughest tasks of the season, containing the Eagles' offense led by Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown, and Devonta Smith. There's no denying that this passing attack can be a nightmare for any defense, but with Cook healthy and playing at a high level, the Chiefs have a major reinforcement to try to stop the Eagles' big plays. Whenever a player appears on the injury report during Super Bowl week, fans get nervous. After all, no one wants to lose an important player in the most decisive game of the year. But in the case of Brian Cook, the signs are extremely positive. The fact that he has participated fully in practice in recent days shows that the injury shouldn't affect his performance on the field. This means we can expect Cook to play with his usual energy, patrolling the backfield and ensuring the Chiefs' defense is prepared for any surprises the Eagles' offense may try. However, if Cook has any limitations or needs a few snaps off, the Chiefs have options on the roster to hold down the fort. Shamari Connor and Chris Lamons, two young defensive backs, are ready to take the field and help with the secondary rotation. If there's one reason the Chiefs are confident heading into Super Bowl 55, it's their defense. Yes, the defense that was often criticized in the past is now one of the team's greatest assets. With names like Chris Jones, L'Jarius Sneed, Trent McDuffie, and Justin Reed, this unit has been one of the best in the NFL and could be the difference in securing another title for Kansas City. And of course, with Brian Cook 100% ready to play, this defense gains even more strength. So Chiefs fans, rest assured, the battle against the Eagles promises to be intense, but with Cook and the entire defense ready, Patrick Mahomes and company will have all the support they need to shine and seek another championship ring. Now, I want to hear from you. What do you expect from Brian Cook's performance in the Super Bowl? Do you believe the Chiefs defense will hold off the Eagles offense? Leave your opinions below, drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update.